Good afternoon, everyone, and this is for your good health to the everyone. Myself, Sanjay Kumar Rawat, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of Tinna Rubber and Infrastructure Limited. We welcome you all on behalf of the company and the board and the management of the company in the 38th annual general meeting scheduled to be held today, that is Friday, September 12th, 2025 at 12:30 p.m. IST on board through video conferencing mode as per the statutory compliances. So we would like to first take on record the presence of the following attendees. First, to the left my side, Sri Gaurav Sekhri, Joint Managing Director of the company. Then in front of me, Sri Subodh Kumar Sharma ji, Whole-time Director of the company. And left to the Subodh sir, Ravindra Chhabra sir, Chief Financial Officer of the company. And we would like to also take on record the presence of the other panelists. Sanjay Kumar Jain sir, our independent director and chairman of our audit committee and nomination and remuneration committee, and Sri Ajay Baruta sir, our secretarial auditor, and along with that, Mr. Vaibhav Dange. And thereafter, we have joined the meeting through the video conferencing mode as per the compliance, and due to inconvenience and absence to attend the meeting by the chairperson of the board, with the permission of other board members and the present members, I request to Chair Gaurav Sekhri sir, the JMD of the company, to proceed for the meeting. So with your permission, sir, we can proceed with the meeting.
Please continue.
Thank you, thank you. And since we have the complete quorum as per the compliance, and Honorable Chairman sir has allowed to proceed for the meeting. First, as per the compliance and as per the protocol, I will request Gaurav Sekhri sir, being the chairman and the joint managing director of the company, to say a few words to the quorum of the company and all the shareholders for the company's performance. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sanjay, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining today at our 38th AGM. It is with great pride that we acknowledge the conclusion of another transformative year for Tinna Rubber. FY25 marked a period of exceptional growth, important strategic milestones, and continued progress in our commitment to innovation and sustainability. We have grown into one of the world's most diversified tire recycling companies, processing end-of-life tires across segments like passenger car radials, truck and bus radials, and off-road tires. This capability has contributed to a significant increase in our tire processing volume, enhancing operational efficiency and validating our model of vertical integration and circularity. We have scaled up our tire crushing capacity to 185,000 tons per annum, surpassing the earlier guidance of 150,000 tons per annum. With strong momentum, we are confident of reaching 250,000 tons by FY27. Tire crushing volume through our facilities has increased by 35% in FY25 compared to FY24. Over the last 3 years, we have delivered 30% CAGR in revenues, 27% CAGR in EBITDA, and a remarkable 42% CAGR in profit after tax, underscoring the resilience and scalability of our business model. In FY25, we achieved a landmark 39% growth in revenue, surpassing our 500 crore top line guidance, and we closed the financial year at 505 crores in revenue. Our EBITDA reached 76 crores and PAT stood at 48 crores, reflecting strong operational discipline despite some headwinds in raw material costs and ocean freight rates. Margins remained robust with an EBITDA margin of 15% and PAT margin of 9.6%. The ROCE of over 26% and ROE of above 27%, steadily progressing towards our goal of achieving of our polymer composites and master batch products contributing approximately 1% of top line. This business, while still nascent, it is expected to reach 5% of our top line in the near term, with sales of approximately 35 crores in FY26. Our international journey has seen Global Recycle Oman achieve steady state operations at 85% capacity utilization, validating our capabilities on a global scale. We are now advancing expansion into Saudi Arabia, as well as through a joint venture in South Africa to process end-of-life tires and increase our global footprint. We remain focused on strengthening our core operations with advancing capacity expansion in India and key international markets. Over the next 2 years, we have planned investments of approximately 100 crores to reinforce our existing business, including setting up of a state-of-the-art recovered carbon black plant. We plan to expand our renewable energy capacity more than threefold from the current 1.26 megawatt to 4.52 megawatt. This initiative is expected to generate annual savings of approximately 3 crores and enable nearly 50% of our power requirement to be met through renewable sources, including captive solar as well as third-party purchases in line with our ESG goals. Recently, our company got listed on NSE, which is a strategic step toward expanding investor participation and enhancing market visibility. With a strong performance track record and presence on both NSE and BSE, the company aims to deepen engagement with institutional and retail investors while driving long-term value. I am pleased to inform we have successfully raised INR 80 crores to QIP, receiving validation of our business model from marquee institutional investors, reflecting the company's strong financial performance, positive outlook, and significant growth potential. We remain steadfast in our ambition to achieve Vision 28, scaling to 10 operational locations and achieving 1,000 crores in revenue by FY28. We are aiming to maintain robust profitability and sustainable returns. We are encouraged by the continued trust of our existing shareholders and welcome the new shareholders. We remain committed to delivering a robust financial performance and create long-term value for all stakeholders. Tinna dedicated 7 million rupees in FY25 to CSR programs, driving meaningful change across sports, education, and healthcare sectors. Our CSR activity primarily is focused around our places of operation and to the local communities at large. On behalf of the board and management of Tinna, we acknowledge and thank all our stakeholders for their unrelenting support. The Government of India's ongoing support, especially in infrastructure and environmental stewardship, remains invaluable. Your belief in our mission fuels our ambition to lead the industry in sustainable growth and innovation. As we continue to redefine the value of waste, we remain committed to the vision of a greener, circular economy, where every tire finds a second life and contributes meaningfully to our planet and our people. Together, we are redefining what is possible, not just for Tinna, but for the future of sustainable manufacturing in India. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the kind words and the guidance towards the stakeholders of the company. So for the information and update of the shareholders, it may be noted that notice of the meeting along with the annual report and the director's report and auditor's report for the financial year 24-25 has been already sent through email and via letter to the shareholders whose email was not registered on the company's record on August 21st, 2025. And with the permission of all the shareholders and the present invitees and the attendees, we consider all the reports and the documents taken on record and as read. Then the company has provided the e-voting facility, remote e-voting facility to all the shareholders to cast their vote in the business items which were already disclosed in the notice of the annual general meeting. The remote e-voting commenced on September 9, 2025 from 9 a.m. onwards, and it concluded on September 11, 2025 at 5 p.m. IST. In case the shareholders who could not exercise their vote electronically, they have the options to cast their vote on all the related business items and the resolutions which are given to the shareholders to cast their vote during the proceeding of this meeting, and even after the meeting for another 15 minutes the e-voting line will be open, and all the shareholders who could not vote, they can cast their vote on all the related items of the approvals for the shareholders. The instruction for the e-voting and other related matters will remain same as circulated in the notice of the annual general meeting. For the proceeding of voting, there were total 11 business items which were considered and sought for the approval of the shareholders in the 30th annual general meeting, out of which there were 4 ordinary businesses and 7 special businesses which are mentioned here under, and I will disclosing for the sake of record and the updation of the shareholders. The ordinary business covered item number 1, to receive and consider and adopt the audited standalone financial statement for the financial year ended on March 31st, 2025, along with the auditors and directors report as and the ordinary resolution. The item number 2 covered to receive, consider and adopt the audited consolidated financial statement for the financial year March 31st, 2025, along with the report of auditors thereon as an ordinary resolution. Item number 4 covered to declare a final dividend of ₹4, that is 40% per equity share of the face value of ₹10 each for the financial year 24-25 as an ordinary resolution. Then item number 4 covered to appoint a director in place of Sri Subodh Kumar Sharma, a director who retired by rotation and eligible offers himself for the reappointment and to be approved as an ordinary resolution. The special businesses covered the item number 5, approval of reappointment of Sri Gaurav Sekhri sir, Joint Managing Director of the company, for a consecutive period of 3 years, effective from September 10, 2025, and the terms of remuneration as per noted in the notice of AGM as a special resolution. Then item number 6 covered approval of modification of terms of remuneration of Sri Bhupendra Kumar Sekhri ji, Managing Director of the company, effective from April 1st, 2025 as a special resolution. Then item number 7 covered approval of modification of terms of Sri Subodh Kumar Sharma, whole-time Director of the company, effective from April 1st, 2025 as a special resolution. Then item number 8 covered the approval of remuneration to all the independent directors of the company for the financial year 25-26 as a special resolution. Then item number 9 covered, sir, the revision of remuneration of Mrs. Shobha Sekhri, holding office and place of profit in the company, effective from April 1st, 2025. Then as a ordinary resolution. Then item number 10 covered approval of ratification of remuneration of Sri Santosh Pant S and Associates, our cost auditor of the company, for the financial year 25-26 as an ordinary resolution. Then lastly, item number 11 covered the approval of appointment of Sri Ajay Baruta ji, Messrs. Ajay Baruta and Associates, as the secretarial auditor of the company for a consecutive period of 5 years with effect from the financial year 25-26 as an ordinary resolution. So these were the items and businesses to be covered and sought for the approval of shareholder as per the annual general meeting notice. We reiterate the quick update to the respective shareholders who could not exercise the vote. They can cast their vote through the link which will remain open for the 15 minutes after the conclusion of this meeting. The e-voting result along with the scrutinizer report of submitted by Sri Ajay Baruta sir will be published within the stipulated time period, that is within 2 working days from the conclusion of AGM, and the same shall be available at the company's website and the respective stock exchanges and the NSDL website. Further to the proceeding, we received certain questions from the shareholders and most of them have already been answered by the JMD sir in his message to the forum. However, some of the identified queries are as follows, which will be suitably answered by the management or the JMD sir. With your permission, sir.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. In query number 1 that was received was, how does the company's international business complement its business in India, sir?
So our intention of going outside India and setting up plants and investments is really driven by our desire that we want to leverage our learnings in India and deploy them in international markets to create better efficiencies. And going to Oman, the intention was to process raw material at origin itself, which we believe has brought better efficiencies to us. And we are expanding into Saudi, into South Africa with similar intentions that we can leverage our knowledge that we have gained in India and use it for processing waste tires at origin itself to create better efficiencies.
Thank you, sir. And the query number 2 was from one of the shareholder. The company has been achieving excellent growth during the last 3 years, sir. What is the roadmap for the business operation and expected growth for the coming 3 years, sir?
We have shared our Vision 28 almost in every quarterly updates, as well as in my remarks today, that we are very focused on achieving 1,000 crores of top line, operations in at least 10 locations, which will bring greater efficiencies, better profitability to the company. So that is sort of our immediate aim.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Then, sir, item number 3, query number 3 is, what is the purpose of the QIP fund raised and the progress and the timeline of the capex deployment or the fund utilization of such funds?
So we are proceeding on QIP related funds that have been raised. We are proceeding as per the declarations given.
Yes.
Our allocation is for about 23 crores towards debt reduction, around 12 crores to invest in solar and green power, 22 crores for establishing a new recovered carbon black plant, and 19 crores for general corporate purposes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And query number 4, sir, how the management is planning as a contributor in the ESG and the CSR activity to benefit the society at large, sir?
So being in the recycling space, sustainability business, circular economy, these are at the heart of our business strategy. Our intention of increasing our footprint in solar and green power is aligned with that. We are creating greater efficiencies so that we use less energy to begin with. So all of that is aligned to become a more efficient company, have less carbon footprint, and of course, even through our CSR activities, we are focusing to improve and uplift the life in our own small way of communities which are around our operating locations.
Thank you, sir. And lastly, sir, is query number 5. What risks do you foresee that can upset the future growth plan of the company, sir?
Well, we think government policies, some abrupt change, is a risk that we see, and we closely monitor and liaise also with the government. We are part of various committees so that we are included in the decision making and thought process. New technologies can be disruptive, new ways and forms of recycling. So we are leaders in that field. That's how we mitigate that risk. And of course, there are geopolitical risks to which we are exposed as well. And I think our ability to now be not just an Indian business, but also in Middle East and also in Africa is our way of de-risking ourselves from any geopolitical risk.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for answering all the queries, sir. And with this, we may conclude the 30th Annual General Meeting of Tinna Rubber and Infrastructure Limited and extend our vote of thanks to the chairman, sir, and the directors and the CFO and other panelists attending the meeting through the video conference and sparing their valuable time. Thank you so much. Parveenji, we can keep for the e-voting lines for next 15 minutes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending the meeting.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Parveenji, you can unmute us. Mute us.